So I also need to check up via my cell phone how it's the stream going on. What can I see? Okay, I was telling you that I have two characters that I was used to play. First one was Rainbow Fox, my main PvP char. Second one was Fess. Uh, I thought that this char will be a protection and invention char, but right now I can just recognize that flying, farming, or any activities I should do is better using dual window mode. So I would like to respect him to PvE and PvP char also. Right now he have approximately 8.5 million skill points, as you can see here. Yeah, 8.6, so not as bad, but unfortunately most his skill points are, at my point of view, are wasted on industrial technology, because I have frigate manufacturer level 5, I have cruiser manufacturer level 5, advanced level 4, module manufacturer, advanced module manufacturer level 4, rig manufacturer level 4, advanced 1 level 4. I have social science also learned in trade, advanced trade, accounting, freight, applied science like invention level 3 few skills, and faction tech I have level 4 greasers and level 4 advanced greasers, and science innovation also. Neuroscience is most part of biology, is the 3 chips that you can buy via ISKS or Plexus, and planetology. So the main problem is that most part of skill points I have right here are separated between cruising technology, maintenance technology, electronics, weapon technology, and this chart is not focusing on something special, except it has very good drone skills, like medium drone operation level 5, advanced level 5, medium drone upgrade level 5, and advanced medium drone upgrade level 4, plus of course drone level 5 and advanced drone level 4. So my idea is that I can mostly rearrange skill points to make this char PvE or PvP. Most part of time it's the same, because you can find any PvP activities during your PvE activities, yeah. And I do believe that this character should be a cruiser pilot. And my second char, and it's the main char, it's a MTG Rainbow Fox. It has approximately 15 million skill points, and as far as I can understand, it's a little enough for some kind of good battleship pilot. So if we have a look, it have 14.4 skill points, but also unfortunately I have in weapon technology there's some laser skills, not bad, yeah. Missile skills, approximately perfect. non-drone, non-decomposer, due to none of people in if echo use decomposer skills. Some railguns for no, yeah, some railgun skills, etc. So my main idea is to try to rearrange skills on these two characters, so I will be able not even to PvE, but also to be able PvP against uh, any number of pilots on the field, because I have been playing original EVE Online for 15 years. I know that position, tactical, and your own brain can bring you any advantage and any victory you can afford if you use your brain and your science in correct way. Right now, as far as I can understand, I once again would like to mention that I haven't played If Echo for approximately 3 or 4 months, but the whole idea, the whole base of idea of Eve are the same. First thing first is a PvP, because you are playing a sandbox and you're always going to find someone whom you're willing to fight and to kill to acquire his goods and to become rich. Secondly, you need to understand all types of damage, all types of resistance, and all types of possible behavior of any ship you are going to fight against. Knowing all these basics will help you to grant yourself a victory in any fight. And it really doesn't matter, is it 1 versus 1 dogfight, or is it 1 versus 5 fight, and etc. When I started playing Eve Echo, I just spent few days only to acquire some sum of money to get my first warp disruptor. So at that point I became able to fight and acquire money. As far as I remember, for a few months of the game, I have approximately 400 or 500 kills. I really don't count it because I was flying on my few characters, but I really would like to find my first kill so I can show you. Also would like to mention that prices and the value of ISKs few months ago, or even at the start of the game, was different than the value of ISKs right now. When I started playing, Warp Disruptor, regular Warp MK5 Disruptor was cost approximately 20 million ISKs, when regular cruiser like Caracal, Omen, or etc., their cost was approximately 30-40 millions. So those players who decided to spend their time in PvP, they really risks everything they have. Because acquiring ISKs in EVE, especially in your early game, when you just started, is very, very risky. It's hard to acquire ISK, and it's hard to kill someone unless you know how to do that. So what I would like to show to the most part of people who might look at this video in the future: you never should be afraid. You should understand few things. Every time you undock with your ship from the station, you should already understand that your might lose your ship. Moreover, you already lose it because you undock from the station, and you're definitely gonna find some fight, and you're definitely going to find any PvP activities. But it's up to you to decide which side you wanna to take, a side of a victim or a hunt, because it really doesn't matter what skills you have, what ship are you flying on. It really depends on how you clearly understand the battlefield view and how clearly you understand the pros and cons of ship you are fighting against. Knowing that helps you to acquire the most important thing, an advantage in PvP, because knowing pros and cons of enemy grants you a huge advantage, because you already know how to behave yourself. At first time it may look like very difficult, because you can't know everything from the start of the game, especially when you don't have any background of if universe, yeah. But as far as I know, right now there exist a very good insurance programs when you can lose your ship and just return it. When you have a lot of trainer ships, which are really cheaper in insurance than regular ships. And you also should do the main thing that most part of players unfortunately miss. First thing first, you should open the market and just make your way through the whole position in the market and read every model, every ship, what bonuses they have, what opportunities they can grant you, to understand what activities in combination of different models and different ships can be acquired. Understanding that will help you in future in battlefield. Secondly, even experienced players in PvP who killed tons of people, yeah, who killed tons of cruisers, battle cruisers, recon ships, Tech 2 ships, etc. Yeah, they lose the ability to think smart if they don't play for a long time, because it's really hard to find yourself in a situation when you haven't played for a few months, then you dropped in and you go into a dogfight and you find yourself like, oh crap, I'm losing, what I'm gonna do? Or I should do that, or I should do that, or I should do this, because you're spending your precious time in seconds to take a decision. Those players who always play, who always do PvP, they make all decisions on way. They don't think about what they should to do. They react as an instinct. They know exactly what to do in any condition, in any situation. And it's very essential to practice. Yes, your practice in PvP, your practice in PvE will always be with some kind of losses. But you always should understand that any loss you have in game will increase your experience, which will help you in future. And this experience will reduce your losses in future. So there exists a really good graphic. As long as you're playing, the less you will lose. But at the beginning of your play, you will lose a lot. And at the end, or at the mid-range of playing, yeah, you will start losing less. Because you acquire knowledges, you acquire experience. Сходи на кухню, пожалуйста, разговариваем. And this is the main point. You can't acquire experience without losses. So let me once again just scroll down all my kills just to figure out the first my kill. 26 August, was it the first? Yeah, okay. So this was the first my kill in If Echo, I believe, yeah? Yeah. It was a treasure. Oh, sorry, not, it wasn't. Okay. I really have a lot of kill marks on my ships, so it's hard to find the first one, but... Does anyone remember when the game was released? Can you type in chat on YouTube so I can just assume am I right or not with the kill mail that I opened? Because I can see that I was on a character trainer, so I know that it was the start of the game. Main idea, as you can see, if we assume that this character trainer was the first kill on a PvP fight, it brings approximately 11 millions as a profit. It was a total cost of this ship. Of course, some models were destroyed, others was like a loot, but at that point of time it was approximately, I believe, 3.4 millions as a profit, and approximately price of plaques was around 15,000 of isks. So those people who started their journey in If Echo from the beginning and from the release as a PvP players, they just acquire a huge advantage in money due to possibility buying plexes just for cheap, because they were killing people. Models those people were dropping costs a lot, yeah. Just for example, any character trainer drops you approximately 3-4 million isks, and it was approximately a few hundreds of plexes. And few hundreds of plexes right now is approximately few hundreds of millions isks, yeah? You can understand it. And the main idea of people was just killing everybody, acquiring isks, because the first month they was just killing regular cruisers, trainer cruisers, yeah, etc. Then people just start acquiring fleet issue destroyers. Then people start fitting more expensive models, and we can find like Caracal Navy issue victims which have good stuff. If you will count, it's like a good stuff on those part of time, yeah. But few months left since release, people acquired a lot of money. People started fitting expensive ships. Like, one sec, let me find out. It's not a 20, 30, 40 millions. Like a Vexar Navi issue for 60 millions isks. Right now it's just nothing, yeah? You can acquire this sum of money just in a few hours. But few months ago, when the game was released, this was a very good amount of money. Once again, I would like to remind you that plaques costed approximately 15-20,000 isks. After that, people understand how to farm, and they started fitting ships more expensive. So as you can see, we're just scrolling above August of the last year kills. If we have a look at one sec, September 65, yeah, it's not a such huge amount of money. One sec. Okay, it's 3rd September 68, 3rd 86 Omen never issue, and there existed a time when people started fitted ships for few hundred millions. I will show you just one second. The first one, the Caracal Navy issue, 125 millions. It was really very expensive. With Challenger medium missile costs few millions each, like 10 or 15 millions. I don't remember it, but it really existed. The meta on that time was anyone who had good missile skill points was raping anything he saw on his overview. So I do believe that we coming to very interesting, yeah, this one. Caracal Navy issue killed on 9th of the September of 2020. 329 millions. Once again, it was the period of time when Plex costs approximately 20,000. So if we just count, it's a 16.5 thousand Plexes. The cost of this fucking Caracal Navy issue. It's really hilarious, insane, and etc. Republic fleet medium rapid launchers, which cost approximately 40 or 50 millions as far as I remember. Other stuff, the hull, medium drones, which cost really expensive. But once again, meta have shifted. Price is going lower. And last time when I was logging in, it was approximately October of 2020, when the Plex price was approximately 400,000. So you just can imagine how many Plexes people just earned till the release, yeah? Because the most greatest part of Plexes I had in a game, it was approximately 20 or 25,000 Plexes I had, but I always was selling, buying them because I need to buy ships, I need to buy stuff. Someone was just asking me to give them a loan or etc. Yeah, in the corp, so it's really not a problem for me. But on those time, people really was afraid about losing their ships. Right now, as I can see, when you have such insurance program that you can acquire your ship loss just from the insurance and you don't spend any money, you change the idea of risk reward ideology, because every time in any PvP activities, in any online game you're playing, when you are killing somebody and acquire their stuff, you know that you're risking your own stuff just to get profit. And the value between the risk and reward is your main idea. But right now, people just can pay insurance and don't be bothered about, okay, I'm died, but I have an insurance, I can get my ship back, I can get most part of my feedback, especially when models are cost nothing, because I was really shocked when I saw Dead Space models. Just for example, I will show you lasers, yeah. medium one like Centum C type. Yeah, right now they cost 2 million. A few months ago the cost was approximately 35, 40, 45 millions. So the main problem is in the game, which I can see, and it's my own point of view, that all models in the game are droppable and you can acquire them from PvE, really cost nothing, especially comparing to the price of the ships. Just for example, if you will take not even fraction ships, yeah, but if you will take Caracal Navi issue, it costs 60 millions, and you just need to spend maximum 20 millions just for fitted, when at early times you had to spend approximately 300 millions to fit it. But however, faction ships cost billions, like Sinoval costs approximately 1.5 billion, yeah, Phantasm costs 3 billions, and etc. And people just ask themselves, how I can get such ships for such prices? I need to go to nullsec. I need to read anomalies to get inquisitions, scouts, dead plexus, or etc. But profit from those sites grants them the max value of 3 to 4 billions. And you really should be very skillful to run those anomalies solo. Mostly you invite a friend or few of your friends. So that was a little brief of my point of view what's happened right now on Eveho, but however, Eve is the most unique, most interesting and most great game of all of the time. One sec, why I can't see if I have window. One sec. Those friends who are watching stream right now, can you type a message in a YouTube channel what you can see? It's a blank screen, yeah or not? Because right now I'm trying to look at my stream via cell phone. Right now I just can see only blank screen. Oh, here it is. Once again, what the fuck? Okay. So, that was a small intro. What I'm going to do? I'm really glad that I managed to return to Eve Echo and I managed to return to Hell to Pay Corp. And in an upcoming month, in upcoming days and weeks, I will try to show you that everything in Eve Echo is possible. My goal is to earn approximately 20 billions for a month, because I would like to buy few fraction ships to be able not only to PvP but also to make PvE more comfortable. I will try to show you how you can start ratting using regular cruisers and regular battle cruisers, because right now they costs really low. Just for example, Cyclone costs approximately hilarious 191 million. Last time I was buying Cyclone, it was cost approximately 7 or 100 800 millions. Yeah, so the total amount of ISK I spent for Cyclone with Fit was 1.5 billion, and I clearly understand that right now it will be maximum 300 millions. So even just using regular cruisers and battle cruisers, you can manage to get approximately from 300 millions till 500 millions per day. Just using your knowledges how to do it right. After that, I do believe that after a month of play, of PvE and PvP play, we will start a very interesting event when we will go just only PvP fights. No PvE, only PvP. I would like to acquire approximately 3 fraction ships right now to try PvP in If Echo and to try other corporations and alliances. It's a Nightmare, it's a Vindicator, and it's a Phantasm. I played few years on those battleships in original If Online. I know their pros, cons, and etc. and I know what they can do. And I would like to compare what they can do in If Echo, especially when comparing If Online. Approximately everybody can afford a good ship just in a few weeks, but afford such ship in If Echo and lose such ship in If Echo, it's a disaster. Because if you will have a look at prices, they are insane. Just for example, Nightmare costs approximately, no seller order, but as far as I remember, it costs approximately 10 billions. Yeah, Vindicator approximately, okay, 11 billions. So it's a really, really high amount of money. But mostly I like PvP. I know that PvP and showed people in how to pay corporation that PvP can bring a lot of money. But right now I find myself in a situation that most part of skills I have are useless. Because I need to respect to firstly not to missiles, yeah, but to drones and to lasers or cannons. I need to get rid of useless skills like destroy command, like cruiser command, etc. on this tune, on this character, because I would like to Rainbow Fox to be a battleship pilot. And if you can see, if I will reset all my skills, it will grant me approximately 13.2 million skill points, so it will be not best, but it will be a good battleship player, yeah. And once again, if you will have a look at my second tune, as far as I remember, it will be approximately 8.4 skill points. He could be a good cruiser pilot. So I can PvE on dual screen, on dual window, and my aim, my goal is to get 20 billions as fast as I can, and I do believe that I can do this in a month. So yeah, it's a 8.4 million, so it's enough for a good cruiser pilot. So just 2 pilots, yeah, 2 characters, rating a system, just spawning inquisitors and scouts, and perhaps they even can do Dead Space tech level 10 duo. One will be speed tank, other will be long range DPS. Yeah, it will be awesome. So I hope you will like this journey. Definitely this video will be edited to make it more beautiful and to make it more interesting for YouTube and for viewers of all YouTube channels. But however, I would like to say thanks to all HTTP members that you still exist, that you managed to make a dream come true. Because half year ago, when we were just talking about how to make HTTP great, we have very insane ideas, and right now I can see that mostly all of these ideas became true, and I'm really proud to be a part of such community and a part of such corp. So as I have said, I will see you tomorrow, and I do believe that I will do my best to make a very good videos of a story, of a journey, of a 1 month of farming, PvE, PvP, and acquiring 20 billions for any cost that I can pay. So once again, thanks and have a good evening, my folks.